Hello, hello. This is Maxacarp. Hopefully everything's working okay. It looks like it's working okay. Let's begin. We are going to be playing... Where is it? There it is. We're going to be playing the Stanley Parable today. I know it's been a while since I've been live. I'm very sorry about that. The reason for that is I was sick for like a week after I got home from vacation. But I'm back now. I'd like English. I don't know Japanese well enough to do it. But that's Japanese. I don't know what most of those... That's probably Polish. I don't know which one of these is Ukrainian and which one's Russian, but one of them is one. That's Korean, that's Chinese. Portuguese, Spanish, Dutch, French, Japanese. That says Nihongo. That's what that says in Japanese. That's what Japanese is in Japanese. No, I have not played before. Adjust the slider so the computer is barely visible. Not visible at all. That's barely visible. It's a little over visible, but, you know. Enter the current time. Damn, okay. It is 9. Nope. 9:58. Wait, should I wait a minute until it's 9:59? It's 9:59. Accessibility settings is great. Okay. I need to go so I can make... Oh my gosh, you can see what I'm doing on the screen over there. That's crazy. Okay. I know something just happened. Hang on. I need to... Here we go. Can you window? Window. Ah. There we go. Beautiful. I am glad you love this game. I need to pull up my... thing to make sure that I can hear, that you can hear, and that everything's good. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Oh. Keep resolution, please. Now I see what happens. You can hear very well? Okay, thank you. That's helpful. Let's see. I should be able to... Where's my app? I have an app. Oh, here it is. I have an app now that lets me see the chat when it chats. Okay, that should work now. I have a candle right now, and it smells like a Twinkie. I think you'll also enjoy that. Test. Yes, it works. I can see the chat. And if you see I have a giant bruise here, it's because the IV people blew out my IV line twice. So don't worry about that. That's fine. Everything else is fine. We're gonna play this game. Yeah, we're gonna play this game. I like that there's like this Inception going on here. Can I click anything else on the screen? No, I can't. All right, let's begin. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That makes sense. It's called the Stanley Parable.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Well, he has. He's a video game character.
Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
That's
something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
That's the font
No
size
one had
my
showed up
mom
to give him
uses for her
instructions,
phone.
call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So, should we... I know that this game is very choice-oriented, so we can do what the narrator says, or we can not do what the narrator says. And I think for the first playthrough, we'll do whatever the narrator says. Why is it making noises when I click? Can I jump? Can I read? Can I zoom? I can walk right through the chair. I'm like floating more so than walking. Like literally, I'm floating.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
My door!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're gonna do the game the right way, the way the narrator
No matter how
wants us.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I can't find a trace of my coworkers. I turned that guy's computer off.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I've definitely clicked it more than 20 times.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort
I
for a
can't believe
noble
that's the
cause.
thing that we can do.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Oh, shit. Sticky keys. There we go. Is the video still on? Is it still working? Yes, it is. It is still working. Good. Just making sure. Back to clicking.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be
right now?
a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
All right. 417? We're 427. Where's 417? 425. 4B6. Where's 417? Ah.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
All right. Can't believe this is an actual thing. Oh, wait, 437? Wait. This is 42. We have 436 is right there. And we're 437 right here.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh,
now,
boy.
door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
All right. 415. Ah.
Now, back to door number 437.
All right, back to 437. Aye, narrator. Anything you say. 4.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
All right, the copy machine.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I love our narrator. He's such a sarcastic
Okay,
little shit.
now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419. Ah. How do I climb it? How do I climb it? I can't jump. Oh, I got an achievement. Wait, what was the achievement? I can't read it. I hope you could read it. Oh shit, because I couldn't read it. Because I'm not full screen. I can't read it. Well, I hope you could read what achievement we just got, because I couldn't. But yeah, we did indeed get an achievement. I love that for us. 5-6. That's I love 56. That's one of my favorite numbers. I didn't know that you could get an achievement for that. Can I? Ooh, can I turn off all the computers? What happens if I turn off all the computers? Hang on, I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss any computers in this room. Yeah, I'm glad we got an achievement for that. I didn't know that was something that we could do. Ah, yes. Mountain range. My future mother-in-law would say that's an impressionist painting. She's an art history person. Can I go through there? Hey, I need to turn off that computer. Can I go in there? I hate Mondays. Me too. What an interesting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, we're gonna listen to the narrator for our first time through. We're gonna be good. Enter the door on our left. I need to turn off that computer. I might get a secret ending.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Good boy. So I just want to like take my finger and just draw right across this. I want to play the game the right way the first time, so I actually know what is intended. R.I.P. Franz. R.I.P. Franz. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda. Write next day's agenda. Reflect. Employee, those guys. Jim. Wow, why does Jim get his own name? That's no fair. Targets. Push for funding of R&D for new coffee machine. Standardized graphs. Not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Oh my gosh, why is Chris stuck in the broom closet? Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire someone to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets off the topic of something. Future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. Solving interpersonal conflict. Conflict with another employee, like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates. What are your dreams for the future? Talk radio. Lunch. Me too. Comatose. Me too. Less air. Clean skin. Pollution. Is this like from my college? Tips from not getting fired. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day with no expectation of promotion or recognition. Don't get fired. Wow, those are some great tips. How to solve a dispute? Let it ball up inside you. Talk it out passive aggressively. Take it out. Resent coworkers not supporting you more. Let it ball up inside you. Wow, this is such great advice. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. A slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel in all the text. A calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. If everyone's unique, that means no one is. Philosophy with me. Number of slides on this slide. Chart slides. Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market. Parade. Rate at which charts on the same slide depict the same information. A rate of increase in graphs per slide. The boss appreciation minute. On your boss appreciation minute, worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill in the triplicate and return to your boss appreciation specialist. Why did we hire you? Remember, it takes 2 people to start a fight, and right now, you're both of them. Right. Wow, I enjoyed going through that whole thing. What is hot? Target demographic, teenagers. Require more secondary research. Colored in segment. Stock market is somewhere in here. Things. Happy feelings. Violet James, you're fine. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Bi-quarterly post review. Review. 402 and 405. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts needed, more hip appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net. Some sort of child trap. Space between the teenagers. There was something in the ideas bin. No more bins, trash cans, renaming of the idea bin. Firing of me. Right. Ah! Oh. Rule 1. References are not all they're cracked up to be. Better safe than profits. I didn't even know there'd be something on the back of these. I'm surprised the narrator isn't like getting mad at me for spending so much time reading everything. Hey, there's coffee in that cup. Drink it. What does that say? Oh, a bunch of random numbers. Of course, that's definitely helpful. Alright, anyways, I'm bored. Let's move on. Ooh, the broom closet! Oh, yeah.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Well, there's a reason that one guy liked the broom closet so much, right? Let's hang out in the broom closet. Anything to do?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
There might be a secret. There must be a reason that one guy,
It was baffling that Stanley
you're so
was still
funny.
just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
That stands for fuck all. Anyways, apparently I got shit-faced drunk.
Are you really still in the
I'm
broom
about
closet?
to tell a story,
Standing
man.
around doing nothing? Why?
This wall is really
Please
interesting.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
The wall's really interesting. Anyways, like I was saying, I got really drunk at,
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here,
keeps
right?
interrupting me.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Anyways, I got super drunk at Dom's cousin's
Maybe to you this is somehow its own
wedding.
branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
If I had any friends. Anyways, apparently I was
Stanley
flirting
was
with
fat
his
and
cousin.
ugly and really,
His
really
female cousin.
stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Who isn't? Anyways, yeah, I was flirting with his cousin. But his cousin was hot, so, you know.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system
Malady
and you
or
collapsed
melody?
on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen
He's
prey to any
dead.
number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Sorry,
so
there's
that the
no one like that
irony
here.
and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Oh, that's hilarious. So, will I get an achievement for standing in this broom closet long enough then? This Twinkie candle smells great. I got it from Illinois when we went up there for Dom's cousin's wedding. And it was from this place called Menards. And Menards, if you don't know what that is a store that's kind of like Walmart, in Home Depot had a baby. Because you can get anything at Menards. And I mean probably anything except for pets. You cannot buy animals at Menards, but you can get pet food and things like that. But you cannot buy pets. That's the only thing that they did not have at Menards. But Dom insists that they used to have pets at Menards, so whatever. And since nothing is like immediately happening, I'm assuming that nothing is going to be happening. So I'm gonna move on. After I click a bunch of things more times.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Any worse than the person before you is what he was gonna say. Sorry, I should have let him finish what he said. Oh, whoa. Hello. Ooh, executive bathroom. Hell yeah. Oh, money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast. Money crisp. I want to use the bathroom. I want to use the executive bathroom. Man, it's a porcelain throne. Executive bathrooms. Hang on, what does this say? I can't read it. Bath guy testifies in the trial of the century. Tired of getting ash on your porcelain? Faucets, pipes. Oh, okay, whatever. Time. Man, there's not an achievement for using the porcelain potty. That's so lame. Lame. Thought for sure there'd be something in here. But there ain't! There's nothing in here. I can't use the bathroom. I didn't close that. Maybe now? Now I can use the bathroom. What if Stanley has to pee? Huh? The beige pages? Oh, instead of the yellow pages? What is the yellow pages? Copyright or something? Surely not, right? Oh, that must be my boss's office. Oh, can I see what's in there? No, I don't think I can. I can see a flash of red. Piano!
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You're right. I couldn't have possibly known that, so I'm gonna dick around and play the piano. Okay.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Hey.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
You're right, I could never know that the combination was 2845, so I should just leave and go home.
2845.
Well, Stanley, that's me. I don't know anything about, anything like that. Ooh, is that booze? Drink it! Drink it!
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
The code inputted itself. Hey, wait. 2. I can't really see the panel anymore. 8. No, I wanted 4. Hang on. 2, 8, 4. Please close the door. That'll make me laugh. No? Okay. Well, we're in the boss's office. Doing what exactly? I'm not exactly sure, but we're following along with what the narrator wants at the moment. And then we'll probably play again and do everything the narrator tells us not to do. I hate elevators. Like this especially. I don't like elevators normally. I hate, oh, loading screen, of course.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he
Fear.
felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him?
Because we were
This question would not
brainwashed.
go unanswered for long.
Whoa! Can I go up? Oh, we can go back up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
I didn't know this was a thing you could do. I didn't know it would actually let me go back up. Oh, I love this game. I love it. I am having a blast. Ooh, what's back here? Ooh, a corner. Oh. We're in the corner. We're behind this thing. Okay. It's interesting. We can't fall to our death. So is there anything special that's gonna happen now that we've come back up for no reason?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen
like
eye for
boobies.
storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other,
Why is-
weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative.
Why is my inner voice so fucking
I'm
sarcastic?
bolted to the edge of my seat.
Inner voice, why are you such a sarcastic little twat? Who shoved a stick up your ass? Have some of this booze. What do you mean? That was the code from before. Takes after the... Yeah, alright. Nothing else is gonna happen? Alright, well. Can I keep inputting random codes in here? For sure thought that was gonna be it. Alright, I'm bored. Let's go. I can't sprint. I can just walk at this one speed. Back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this? Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he? Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Oh, it's killing me too. It's killing me. Whew. I sure wonder if it'll be the boss's office. Oh, let's find out. Oh boy.
Oh my god. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
Oh.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
not what I meant to do.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
I would like the door to unlock and to go home. I would like to go home. Please. Why do I get an option to... Why does my cursor come up when I look at this? Can I do something with this? Why does my cursor only come up when I'm looking at this thing right here? Alright, let's go down again.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Oh, thanks, narrator. You're such a flirt. Ah! One more time.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley.
Oh!
You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting.
How is the
Why
narrator
don't we
controlling
take this
the elevator?
ride nice and slow.
Alright, I was gonna follow the
There we
narrator,
go.
but this is funny.
Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as
Oh,
possible.
no.
They want big,
Oh, no,
explosive
he's gonna
moments
drop the
flung
elevator.
right in their faces
He's gonna-
from the very moment
he's
that
gonna
things
drop
get
the elevator.
started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to
I feel
think.
like I surprised
I want to
you
be
by
engaged
getting in the
and not
elevator.
pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we
What's that?
all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you.
Is that 'cause I'm
Which
in
is
an
why,
elevator?
Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your
Really?
life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially
called
mean a
me
lot to
ugly.
the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley.
Is it 'cause
I
I'm in an
don't know if
elevator?
you realize the
'cause
impact
I'm
you
in an
have on
elevator,
them.
isn't it?
This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Oh!
Oh, good, we're here.
And I don't have an option. The fuck?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here
No,
somewhere.
my elevator! Alright, well, this isn't really... I intended to follow along with the thing, but now we're not. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The Paramons. Live. The guy who went to Mars. This place is a mindfuck. Yeah. The storyteller. Is that the narrator? Whoa. All eyes on Stanley. Stanley, 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 live on stage. Oh boy. Am I the main act? This wasn't what I was expecting. An evening with world peace, baby.
Ah, yes. Here it is, just through this door.
Through this door? Through this door. World's first sentient machine. What's that? Can I go that way? Stanley Parable, Stanley. Tonight live on stage. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. Stanley from Stanley Parable, live on stage. Alright. Doing great. Conversation with Alexander the Great.
All right,
Stage.
are you ready?
Welcome, Stanley.
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling.
Oh boy.
And what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart.
All right.
I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
It looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Almonds, chair, gum, table, nut bar. Ah, yeah, I like bars full of nut. Like something just boss. I can't read all that. National Geographic. Those look like eyes. Ooh, 427. Up again, down again. The Stanley story. Break a leg, champ. Your boss, Stanley. My true love for you girls every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the shipment. No, from the apartment ending. There's an apartment ending. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get 'em, Tiger. Love the way you ride elevators. Thanks for showing me skateboard trick in the parking lot. Good luck on stage. You're so cool. Break a leg. Your boss. Story. Stanley, me, dad, age 6. Ooh, golf. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your coworkers. All right. Oh, hey, wait. This was actually outside the elevator. I'm pretty sure this was actually something we were looking at outside the elevator a little while ago. Like, from up there. Wow! Alright, I'm done. Go home. It's so loud. So many people. Oh, my fans! Wow, I cannot hear myself right now. Ah, yes. My ears have gone out. Oh. I guess that was an ending? Alright then.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wonder what happens if we put in the number.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
If we enter 4825, was that what the number? No. 2845? What was the original code? Was it 2845? Or 4825? Ugh, my
Yet
damn.
there was not a single person here either.
I think it might have been 2845.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Yeah, calming New Age.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
That was amusing. Alright. Oh goodness. That cracked me up though. Excuse me.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That says escape. I kind of want to escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh boy! Death! Takeout? Whee! Oh no. Oh no. I should have listened to the narrator.
Motion, and Stanley was
oh no, I should have
closer and
listened to the
closer
narrator.
to his demise. It reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
No.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
No!
Farewell, Stanley.
I'm gonna get smushed! No! Not the smushioning!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Hey, it failed. Hey, it didn't crush me. Oh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I don't know, man. Oh! The credits!
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Oh!
Do you see now?
Look, it's
Do you see that
office.
Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yeah, well, Stanley is a video game character. Beginning of the game, path to the two doors with the first part of the game is built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Core layout remains the same. Wow, I found the developer ending, I guess. Corridor. It's important to get right. Corridor have been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Here are the two doors. First concrete piece. Once this room is created, the rest of the game emerges into an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Filing cabinets. Oh, we get to see different, like, developing, what do you call it? What do you call the game aspects? I don't know what the words are. Oh, it's my computer! Other computers. Can I turn them off? Congrats to all those guys. Good job, those guys. Buttons. Mix a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Okay. I don't know which way I should go first, this way or that way. Oh, maintenance room. I haven't seen the maintenance room yet. Copier. Let's put our ass on it and copy that. Oh, we're seeing things that are spoiling it for us because we haven't seen these things yet. Warzone! An ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. Wage war against the narrator. That was too jokey, too on the nose for the tone of the game. People interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which wasn't our intention. I make fun of people who like shooters all the time. Narrator emails. Email the narrator for questions. Never found the use for them. Here are some of those. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What's the difference between a duck? A duck and a what? How's the game going? Hope it's good. Or better than the first one. From a cool man. No, that's from James Irvine. Are you a rock? No. Maybe. Depends on who's asking. Can you tell me what the significance of the number 1112800 is? No. I cannot. What we do is Stanley entered other rooms. Okay, whatever. The lounge. The office. Things I haven't seen yet. The apartment timer. Timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh. The cargo lift. Staying on Jippin on a different path. Option of the player falling to their death. More like a place cargo is stored. So I'm seeing stuff I should not be able to see yet. Obviously, because I haven't gotten to any of these endings yet. Ah. Interesting. So, doorway to maintenance in the lounge. Option 2. 2 doorways to maintenance. Option 3. 1 doorway to maintenance in the lounge. And the original back on track option. What about this? Simplest version 1 out. I don't know which one of that is. But apparently we should go find maintenance after we make it to something called the lounge. I am so lost right now. Game is now paused. Escape menu. Ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Realized this was supposed to do, which was frustrating to everyone. Zending model. Weird. Oh. Cut and merge with another part of the game. Sending levers. I'm definitely not gonna walk into all this. Major teaser trailers. I guess this is a teaser trailer. Okay. See, a lot of this would probably be cooler for me if I had already seen where it originally came from. Like, if I found, oh, the monitor room elevator. We've been in there. Freedom ending. Countdown desk. Oh, this is the other side, I think. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. I'm so fucking lost. Mind control facility. Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting. Good job, that guy.
Stanley pushed the number 6.
Early takes that weren't used
This is set up a bit.
in the final version. The lounge. Underground. Yeah, that's where we just were. I'm a little lost, man. Oh, yeah, we're back here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back up now. Boss's office. Okay, let's go back up. Oh, office clock. Tick-tock, it's clock. Freedom ending. The game's alpha. How do I get out of here? Oh, probably that way. Game design mock-up. Oh, that's the way we went the first time. Stanley's office. 2011, 2012, 2013. Alright. Alright, let's leave. This is all really cool. Can't wait to actually see all of this on our own.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I like her voice too.
But listen to me.
Oh.
You can still save
Oh,
these
we're back.
two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What are you talking about?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time...
Okay. Is that actually what I was supposed to do? I don't think so. Let's go try that again.
This is the story of...
Yeah, I don't think I was actually supposed to quit.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Let's go
What could it
escape
mean?
again, and I
Stanley
want
decided to
just
go to the meeting
not
room.
quit.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We entered the door on our left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Because he's lame.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Yeah, that, I don't know if that's the right words, but... I like that it remembers that. Maybe we'll go for the regular ending. Let's see what happens.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
Alright,
the truth
let's see
was
what happens
that at the end
if
of this
I
hall, Stanley
go
would
through
meet
and
his
don't
violent
click
death.
quit, and then we'll continue playing the game like a normal person.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious,
Why does
concerted
lipstick
effort to
taste so
walk
good?
forward and willingly confront his death.
I don't understand it, honestly. Whee! Alright. Let's move along. Move along.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Right.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley. So we'll actually die this time? Or will she be like, hello, it's the lady.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as
wasn't
Stanley
really
was led
crying.
helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley
All
was
right.
obliterated
Let's go down.
as the machine crushed every bone in his
I want
body,
to do this
killing
again,
him
but I want to
instantly.
not escape. I want to see what happens. Oh, we need to go this way.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless,
I didn't notice this
making
the first time.
life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Well, Stanley is a video game character and he cannot physically die. Dying is not something that happens for Stanley. Exit!
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you
Let's try this
see
part
how
again.
much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Is there something in my...
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
But nothing really happened.
Do choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Time chose for me. Just wanted to see what would happen. You know, I just wanted to see this ending. But it leads us to the same place. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Back up.
What could it mean?
We'll
Stanley
go
decided
to the
to
mind
go to the
control
meeting
facility
room.
now.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He entered the door on his left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So many things. You know what? I actually should walk downstairs. I haven't done that yet. Ooh, scary. What's that? I can't read that. I wish I could zoom, but I can't. What's in
But
here?
Stanley just couldn't do it.
Oh.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
That's exactly
he
what
might be
is
fired for
happening.
that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Drink.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh my gosh!
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh my gosh!
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Uh-oh.
No, Stanley said to himself. This is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming! He yelled. This is all a dream.
It's all a dream.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
Why is it just a
His
random car? How did you
co-workers
get this
weren't
car in
actually
here?
gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Oh.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
One,
I'll
two,
have to
B,
go
4.
back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing?
I've been asking that question this whole time.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams,
Have you never had
the
a dream
truth
before?
was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
What? Well, then how was I
Believing that
flying?
if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float
Who
and make the
came
magical
all
stars
over
just
this
a moment
board?
ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
No!
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife
This is the apartment
and my job.
The apartment ending.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Are we? Oh, no, we're not. Okay, never mind. This isn't the apartment ending.
Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Right. I thought that was going to be the apartment ending, but it wasn't. On we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
He entered the door on his left. His left. Okay, good.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I was a little concerned
Feeling a
there for
wave
second.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh!
Here's the door, just go.
Oh! I think it's funny that he remembers all the endings I've done. This amuses me greatly.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I did indeed. Now what does Stanley do? Does Stanley press the button? Beep.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this
British
place
people.
hold? Stanley thought to himself.
No offense if you're
Did he
British.
have the strength to find out?
I don't really have a choice, actually. 'Cause that door is closed. Employee observation protocol. I wish I could read that. In the case of Class 3 event, close system gates, consult with supervisor. Prime your consoles for info dump. Class 4 event, close system gates, consult with supervisor. Monitoring screens fails to initialize contact maintenance screen, something, control desk. For employee 432 is a test gate. work hours and system loop has failed. You must terminate. Uh-oh. It's probably not good. Hey, where's that button? There it is.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature
Wait,
revealed.
I'm
Each bore the number of an
427.
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh, that one right there. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, there's my office. Right there. Right there. Hopefully you can see it okay. That's creepy. Okay. That guy's fired. That computer screen is 234 is broken. That one is fired. I guess 601 is fired. Anyways.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't
Lloyd
accept
Pirate?
it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Well,
Wasn't
it's
it?
happening.
Was it
actually,
even
right now.
possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
There's a
For
button we
he
saw earlier.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Yeah, it still doesn't answer where the fuck is everyone. Hey, narrator. You mind telling me how I'm supposed to do that? That'd be great.
And when at last he found...
Probably should have let him read that for me before I did that.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Can't go back.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I would if I could, but I cannot. Oh, now I can.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before
I
him.
should have waited to see what would happen.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, how cute. Let's ruin that happiness and play once again. Beat the game. Let's see before we continue on. No, I don't care about that. Okay, before we do it again, let's open Steam. Library. Stanley Parable. You can't jump. Seriously, we disabled it. There's actually not as many achievements as I thought there would be. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. You get an achievement for that. Play the Stanley Parable for an entire duration of a Tuesday. Complete the Stanley Parable under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. We could do that. Set all setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. Test achievement. Click on door 435 times. Quit the game, then start it again. All right. Let's do some achievements real quick. Firstly, let's go ahead and click on 435
All of his co-workers.
Oh, it just happened.
Please.
It just
Are you
happened
really
to
just
be
doing this for the
this
achievement?
door that I
Click a
clicked
door
on.
5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
Wait.
I can't just give these merits away for such little
Wait, but
effort.
didn't
A
I-
measly 5.
Hang on, shut up. Didn't I get that achievement though? Huh, apparently I didn't get the achievement to click door 435 times. But there's still an ending you want me to get? Yeah, I will go back and continue doing it in a second. But apparently I didn't get that achievement that I thought I definitely got. I guess I wasn't done with that, stop.
Clicks.
Doesn't with this.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I
So
would
let's
say
try
that's
to
the
get
kind
this
of effort that
achievement
warrants
again.
recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Apparently it says I didn't. Maybe I need to quit the menu. Yeah, apparently it doesn't give me an achievement for that.
This is the story of a man named
But
Stanley.
maybe I need to, like, escape. Like, Alt F4 escape. And then open it again. So I've definitely quit the game. Hello? It's broken. Stanley Parable? No. There's click on door. Oh, it's opening now. Click on door 435 times, and then there's another achievement that was to quit the game. How do I do this again? Oh! This is different. Can you say something? I'm sure you'll say it anyways. Setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave it and set it at 12 and call it a day. You're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate it. Care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have a way of knowing the times you're setting are correct. I'll make you a deal. Since you've been cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if that's not the correct time you've heard it. I'll let you get back to the game now. Isn't that fun? This game is so fun. I never expected that.
This is...
Ah,
of his
now we've got
co-workers
the
were
achievement
gone.
to quit the
What
game and
could
then
it
start
mean?
it again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I have a receipt bar with the laughers on it.
I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
Almost
50
certainly.
clicks.
Yeah, my finger hurt.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
All right, let's try this again.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437. Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
You got it.
Now, back to door number 437.
Ah, go!
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Good. I'm so glad. Oh, wait, I missed it.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
I can't. How do I do that? How do I?
Yes!
Ah!
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
I love the narrator.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it! Oh, wow.
I got
That
the
felt
achievement
amazing.
now.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Had fun.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Yeah,
he entered the door on his left.
All right, I'm gonna go see if I can try to turn the mind control thing on.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
And then
Feeling
we
a
might
wave
go
of
again
disbelief,
and
Stanley decided to go up to
try
his
to beat
boss.
it in
Coming to a
less than
staircase,
4 minutes and
Stanley
22
walked
minutes,
upstairs
or
to his
4
boss's
minutes and 22
office.
seconds.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Shut up, narrator! I
That
wanna go!
kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Shut up with your calming New Age music. Let's go. Crouch. Twerk. Oh, I can crouch. Wait, I didn't know I could crouch.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Why can I crouch? Why can I not jump, but I can crouch? Why am I needed to crouch?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his
Where's the
job.
stage?
Why did he feel this now? when for years
I don't
it
see
had
it.
never occurred to him.
I saw it on
This
the way
question
down,
would not go unanswered
that
for
one time
long.
we were really slow. Anyways.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Excuse me, I hiccuped.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each
What's the
bore the
yellow one
number
up
of
there
an
say?
employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
Oh.
lives of so many individuals reduced to
I can-
images on a
hang on,
screen.
I'm not-
And Stanley,
You can
one of
walk
them,
by just
eternally
using the mouse.
monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
You can walk by just using the mouse. I didn't know that, but right click is
This
is to go
mind
forward.
control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
I mean, when they're fired,
was this the
they're
only
murdered.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Never!
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible?
It was very possible.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Apparently.
But here was the proof. The
Anyways,
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Where are all the
Walking,
numbers?
eating, working.
See,
all
'cause
of it
here's-
monitored and
that's
commanded
5,
from this very place.
right?
And as the cold reality of his past began
What
to
if I have
sink
1,
in,
2, 3, 4, 5
Stanley
is big?
decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Hang on, here's 1. Here's 2. Where's 3 and 4 and 5? Well, 5's up there. Where's 3? Is that one over there? Oh, there's 3. Now we need 4. That was 1 and 2 there. There's 4. Where's 4? Where's 4? Big red button! Aw. There's 5. Where's 4? Oh, up there. Oh, right. Oh, I can't go that way. Wait, what? There's a gate here. Okay, that must be for something else, maybe? Or... yeah, I guess that must be for something else. Maybe if I click on, I'll have to go and find all the buttons.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Ready?
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
Yes,
You are
now
the
I can click the
star.
button.
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what
I clicked
precious
button
moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you,
I clicked button 1.
about me, where we're going.
What
all this means. I barely know where to start.
But hint.
What's
Light
that?
blue?
You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
Wait, why is this not
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Oh, this is now open.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much.
Was there a 6th
You
button?
know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Wait. Maybe
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Backup power to activate.
Stanley.
Oh!
You're in for quite a disappointment.
Wait.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
I need to look for the blue
It's just
one.
seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made
I need to look for the
humble.
blue 3.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to
I've been
control this
understanding
world,
now.
that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Well,
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to
What?
struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
but
No ending here. Just you being blown to
do I actually just click
Will you
the
cling
blue?
desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
Or is there like
Another
a blue
choice.
3 button?
Make
I'm
it
not
count.
seeing a blue
Or
3
don't.
button.
It's all the same to me. All a part of the
maybe
joke.
I'm just supposed
And
to
believe
click-
me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Yeah, we blew up. Let's try that again. I think I had the right idea. I just overthought it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Maybe I'm
simply
just
missed a memo.
supposed to click the one button. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Great question. I can't close this door to go that way. I like new content. Let's completely derail what I was thinking about doing and go new content. This is
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I wouldn't finish with the original game
This sounds
first.
delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Oh, can't go back.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
All right.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right.
Ooh,
All right, let's
jumps!
see it.
Jump!
The jump
Heck
circle?
yeah! I can jump. Wait, am I only gonna be allowed to jump this many times? No! No more jumps! Ugh. Lame. I'm upset. Reset! Reset it.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
It's pretty
if this
exciting.
is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content.
Sorry.
And if... Oh, wait. There's more. Very good.
I hope it's another
Yes.
jump circle.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley?
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Oh, you know, I think I'll
No
enjoy
frills,
the new content.
no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No. No. Oh. I did not have a choice. Oh. Hey. My friend, this is not correct.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent!
No.
I want to show you something!
No. Okay, fine. Where are we going? Why is there a cup there? Whee! Oh.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Oh boy.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Oh boy!
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Smile because it happened. Go outside, don't play for 5 years. Not many people could have that achievement. You'd have to have the original game, you know?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now, a lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I love elevators. People? What's down here? Maintenance. Oh. Right then. Can I move, please? Thank you.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh. Well, I'd like to go that way. But I can't.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the Memory Zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no.
Reviews?
Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I think you're funny, Mr. Narrator. Not to glaze you or anything. Is that what the cool kids say these days? Can't read that one.
Okay, let's see what this one says.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
You're a little preachy.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Narrator.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
It's okay, narrator. I love you. Oh, I love you, narrator.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
So I wonder if these people, like, let the reviews be in the game.
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
No, I like
Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall
I like
have.
you, narrator. This? Is this the ending you wanted me to get to?
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
What if I don't
I'll
want
pop
to?
you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for,
if I
and
don't
I'm
want to?
very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go
All
ahead
right.
and make me shut up. Here,
What if I like
we'll
you?
pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
Let's listen.
The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore
patience
becomes
is wearing
impossible
thin.
to
I'll be 100%
manufacture.
honest
It
with
went
you.
on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is.
I
How
wanna
many
be
billions left
respectful
until
to the
so much more
narrator,
than
you
forever
know?
ago? Which
He's
is
been
why I
putting up with my
say
crap all day.
the story and the choices, or what have
It's
you, and therefore
looping.
by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah 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 blah.
actually
We've
gonna
eaten
loop?
too much and it can't be just
It's
yet,
actually
no,
gonna loop.
until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards,
All
the
right.
deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long,
Well,
rambling monologue
a
full of
repeating monologue.
unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it,
It
but
wasn't.
if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you
Okay,
can tell
good.
me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Makes sense.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless
This
thought?
is making
Or
my brain
rather,
hurt a
do
little bit.
all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. that you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same
What is this,
time
Scrotum
by
just
virtue of
cat?
the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one.
fuck is
I
a
think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it.
I've never in my life
But
heard
wouldn't
the
you
word
say that
treatise
manifesto just has a much grander
in my
sort of
entire
tone?
life.
It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and
And I
history.
read a lot,
Ambitious
and I've
history, if you
never in
will.
my life heard the word treatise.
See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
Has it?
All right, here we go. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Treatise sounds like a
Treatise,
dirty
manifesto.
word compared to manifesto.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
I don't know why it sounds
Treatise,
dirty.
manifesto.
But it sounds kind of dirty.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
What?
manifesto.
What if I don't?
Treatise,
What if I?
manifesto.
What if I don't?
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
See,
manifesto.
between the two, I'm definitely
Treatise,
tired of the word treatise.
manifesto.
Because that's not a
Treatise,
real word. I don't believe it for a
manifesto.
second. Okay, I'll click the button.
Treatise. Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit.
You were
didn't
repeating
But that's
treatise
the
and
power of the
manifesto
button.
over
The
and
minute
over
I
again.
start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review,
They
or
probably
at least
won't.
change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their
Well, you
review in
can.
the
I
first
think you
place.
can, but I don't
I
think
guess
they
I
will.
should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation.
I don't know if it
Yes,
wasn't
I think
the
that's
way it
quite
was
likely. Or
in
perhaps
2022
they'll
when
simply
this
grant
game
this
was
particular
re-released.
user the ability to change their review, so that the feature
is
is not
now.
widely abused. Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start
I don't
over.
even think this game is
How
the
about
best game.
this? From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality.
Where'd the subtitles go? Where'd my subtitles go? Narrator? Okay, fine, I'll click the button.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer
Maybe
and
I should-
longer.
oh, the
that
door's
last
gone.
one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes. It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself
right
about.
now,
I know, it's shocking,
I
isn't
wonder
it?
if this
But at
clock
any
started
rate,
at
I
11:11
do suggest
when
that we
I
not
started
press the button again.
the game.
I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
The door's gone.
Where did the door go?
Yeah,
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
there was indeed.
I do feel quite certain
apparently
that there was one here
2:15 a.m.
before.
now.
How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole?
Nope.
A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip
well, I
button.
would.
There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam
can't.
your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
Please, I'll take any option at all.
Yeah, I just wonder
I'm
if
asking
this
you to
clock
work with
here
me
is
here.
actually
We
doing
need a door.
the
We need a
correct
door
time.
of some kind.
Like, I
can
set the
work with
time
any kind of
to
door
the-
as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different
You've
wall.
been messing
but I
with
will
everything this
find a
whole
way,
fucking
I
time.
promise.
What are you talking
You
about?
just need to not do anything. Don't press the skip button.
Yeah,
Please, please.
Can you
please
shut up for a minute?
do not
I'm trying to
press
talk.
the skip button. Just wait here for me, and don't press the skip button. Got it? Yes, good. I'll be right back.
Anyways, so I originally had this time, like the clock at the beginning of the game, when it asked me what time it was, set to the correct time. At the time, it was 11:11, right? So I wonder if that, like, however much time that skipped, will it skip that same amount of time, like, in game? Like, so right now, it's like after 2:15, right? 2:15 a.m. theoretically.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been
yeah,
12 hours.
Oh shit!
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the
Well,
skips are
it's
getting longer, but
12
they're really,
it's
truly
2:45
getting longer.
now.
And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
What do you mean it's gone?
I've looked at it from
This
every
is your
angle.
memory
I've checked
palace.
every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I
Can't
can't
you
control
make-
anything in this
Why
room,
can't
Stanley.
you?
I can't touch it, and I have to believe. I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why
Well,
would you? I've been thinking and thinking, and
I-
I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise.
I don't want
Oh,
to.
my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child.
That's a $4
wild and
word.
impulsive. I can't help myself.
You know
I
what
can't stop
impetulant
myself from
means?
lashing out with a vengeful
told you.
fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken, if only it pleases this one person who made a single negative
The hand.
comment. What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this? And here I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone.
I don't want to.
And I
Why
have
isn't
the
it?
power to prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now.
Here's
Just you.
they should give
Just
you the
your
option
decision
to leave.
as to exactly
you
when
know?
you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone.
This whole
Surely
game is
you will. I
all
don't
about
doubt it.
choices, and this time
Surely
I
you'll
don't
press that button
have a
again,
choice.
leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety, that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, 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 I know you too well. You'll be leaving me Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why
restarted
was it
again.
so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's
If he-
opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says
Anyways,
about me.
if
The
it didn't
merest
restart, I
mention
would have
of one of
actually
my
waited.
Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh.
You're back.
The
Oh, my
tree's
goodness.
dead.
I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here.
Dark.
Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how
Well,
it's always been, right?
You don't speak to
Me
anyone to begin
talking
with.
And you saying nothing.
Exactly.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
Exactly.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Uh-huh.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close.
because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley, not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me.
I can hear
Because
you.
maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
This is like
Maybe
breaking the fourth
I'm not
wall.
just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you?
Not really.
You can see what this means to me. I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Being silent, because I always have an inner monologue going in my head. That's kind of why probably making my voice sound all weird doing that. It's probably kind of why I started streaming, is because I always have an inner monologue playing games, and might as well make content for other people to enjoy, whether or not anyone ever listens to this or not, you know. I don't like silence. I mean, it's not completely silent, though. You hear the clicking of the clock, and there's like a fan going on. You know, so it's not completely silent in game. It's not completely silent in the room, either. Loud noise being... Bonk.
Oh, hello. It's you.
Oh.
You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time.
I feel so bad for the narrator
Days,
right now.
Months. I lost it all in a blur of
But
the
I'm starting to
deepest
get
longing
bored
to
of listening
undo
to
the
his
past.
voice.
And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life.
Oh my gosh,
all
yawning.
of them collapsed down into a single instant.
I'm sorry.
In that instant,
I'm
I could
sorry.
see myself.
Narrator? There are noises. Narrator? Oh my god, the narrator's dead. He's dead. Ah. I killed him. Huh? Fire alarm's going off. Clock's falling off the wall. The clock has stopped moving.
But they didn't understand the game was
Hey!
never meant to be funny. It was meant to
Oh,
have
I
a
can't click
point.
it right now.
It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their
Narrator!
teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands.
Narrator.
But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's
Narrator.
the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were
gone
no
insane.
consequences for a lack.
He's gone insane. Narrator? How much time has passed? Narrator? The button's active again. Guess I'll never
The
know.
end is never the end, is never the
Narrator!
end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
Oh.
is never the end, is never the end, is never the
Water.
end, is never the 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 end, is
He's
never
gone
the end, is never the
batshit
end.
insane. So I guess he can't go anywhere I don't go, huh? That's what I'm understanding right now. I can't click the button yet. It's gotta be glowing for me to click it. Water. Rain. Oh, the button's back up. Alright. Now I... Why is my door open? My door should not be open. Oh, look. Narrator. Ooh, that's a little scary. Oh, light. Oh, it's so bright. Narrator? Oh. Life. Plants. Birds. There's trees out there. Oh, now everything's dead. Oh, I thought everything... Oh, I thought everything was getting better. Oh, it's not. It's not better. It's much worse. It's somehow even worse. Since when has this game been a horror game? What the... Oh. Hey. Oh. The button's dead. And... Oh. Everything's gone. Oh. Oh no. It's all gone. Oh. I don't even know which way to go. Volume's too loud. Everything's gone. Oh. Ha! We're back!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Alright,
What could it mean?
we got that ending.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content!
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
So, what happens if we skip going through the, vent? So don't go through the vent. Oh, cool. I'm gonna go close my door in a second.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
This is new. Oh! Oh.
Yes, you see, isn't this
Or the
far
mouse.
superior to a measly
Why is my
re-release with
mouse
a few
outside of the
minor
game?
additions?
Okay, there
Think
we
of
go.
all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Have they? I wouldn't know. Whew, sorry, chill.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2,
Sorry, yawning.
now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress
The
and
color red.
innovation and long-term franchising potential.
That part is true.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting
marker.
concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development
This
is
way
much
to the
more of a
shelf.
fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I'm not sure about that. I feel like there's gotta be a science to everything. There is a science to everything. In fact, there's a science even to art. Science is everywhere. And math
Here
is
we are.
everywhere because
Go
science
on,
is everywhere.
try out some of the new features.
Merch! Ooh. Please, no screenshots.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
This one.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
That one's
Happy
so lame,
12th
though.
birthday, step-niece it is.
That one's so lame. That's a lame option. I like this one. Ugh. Oh, now it's... Oh, that's fun.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Right. That's good, I guess. So there was a bunch of new content. I haven't finished all the old content yet. Opening room, surrounding area, depth, infinite.
Stanley, here's an
Ooh,
idea
a
that I'm
hole!
truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video
It's
game.
definitely been done before.
This is, in fact, a hole that
Oh,
you
boy!
can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling.
Infinite
You
hole?
can fall until the end of time.
Oh,
if
I
you like.
love
A stunning leap
holes.
forward for video games as a medium.
Whee!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
About... No.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
No.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later
Why?
spectrum of things.
Give me a good reason as to why.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
We
From
like
one
talking about
perspective,
our deep
the
holes,
infinite
don't we?
is merely philosophical
Oh.
in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you.
We
You found the
found the
bottom of the hole.
bottom.
You found me
Very
out,
possible
Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
Yes.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely?
Me.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Wow.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't
I
mean.
didn't say
Why
anything.
don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly
That's not a
infinite?
thing. That's,
if that works for you,
that's
then
counterintuitive.
go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
What if I'm never ready? What if I like this hole? What if I want to see if this hole is perfectly round? It's a nice, oh gosh, sorry. It's a nice, wide, round hole. I like holes. I have quite a few of them myself. more than 50% of the population. Okay, nothing else is happening.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Hole fetish?
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this
It
time?
did.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
I definitely did.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
All right.
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
I agree.
I suspect that
I'm
I'm
fucking the
starting to
hole.
hit the point where it's no longer
Teabagging the
feasible to
hole.
call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch.
Hey.
Oh, who am I to judge?
Hey.
You just do whatever it is you're here to do and
All
hit
right.
the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Hey, listen, I think this hole is plenty deep enough for little old me. It's plenty deep enough. Huh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
It's not working, actually.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing?
Nope.
Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the
What?
hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
You're leaving
It's
me
a
with my
win
holes?
for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else.
I thought you were stuck with me.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Ah, yes. Just me and my hole. You know what we need to do. Obviously, obviously. Hello? Hello? Wasn't that not a ceiling before? I could have sworn I could look down from up above. My hole's getting bigger! No! My hole's getting bigger! What's with the epic music? It's pretty epic. Farewell, narrator. I shall miss you. I will change my perspective. Oh! Well, I can't move anymore. Duh! Duh! Da-da! Duh! the bottom. Change yourself. Robot!
My head's stronger. You're no longer using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. You're no longer.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
I was
So
having fun
how
with my
about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
What is wrong with you, narrator? Narrator. Narrator, you have a problem. Why are you so obsessed with me and my hole? And this takes me back to the very beginning. I'm going to try to get the other... Oh. It didn't take me back to the very beginning. It
Here
took me
we
back
are.
here.
Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The reassurance bucket?
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it.
That's the point.
Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and
Give it to me.
perhaps even comforting.
Give me the bucket!
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring
Give me the
cognitive
bucket.
dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
I
And
want to
be
caress
honest,
that bucket.
it's a much
I
more
wanna
convenient
hold that
solution for
bucket.
me than actually
wanna
redesigning the
smooch
game
on
to
that
be less
bucket.
uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass
I
that
wasn't
would
paying
be?
attention.
Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on.
Well, I'd
give
love
it
to.
a try.
Fuck yeah, I want to sniff that bucket. Bucket!
Can you feel it?
Yes.
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing
feel
despair,
so
must already be
reassured.
sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh, thank
I
you.
think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
They do, they do.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
How exciting! I get to keep the bucket? Hell yeah!
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
I love the bucket. I'm very happy to have the bucket. Have I gone this way yet? I think this was the way the hole was. Yeah, that was the way the hole was down that way. Oh, I can't go that way anymore. Oh, I guess I can't go that way anymore either. Well, that's interesting. New, free and easy new achievement. Jump circle. Oh, I don't have any jumps remaining.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
You bitch. Got my hopes up. Anyways, let's check out the achievement. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. Love that.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Great.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Go to me. There, give me the achievement. Give me. Give me. Give me. Put the bucket on it. Give me the achievement. You bitch. Give me the achievement, you bitch. Ugh. Stupid fucking busted ass. Stupid trick achievement. It's kind of funny though, it's funny.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Plenty. We haven't gone up this way. Can you find them? Can you find them? Collect them all?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Yay! 1 of 6! Oh boy. I'll have to go find the others.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Exit? No, I don't want to exit. So, wait. What if there was gonna be a achievement or a thing in the jump hole and I missed it now? That'll be so sad. I guess I should have gone to the collectible place first. Or maybe it'll just be 1 of 6 and there will be no more. Probably that. I probably shouldn't care anyways. To be honest. I got my bucket, so you know, that's kind of nice. I like my bucket. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. The bucket does. Settings world champion? Huh. Oh wait, there was an achievement if I... Yeah, I can only read certain things of that.
The store.
Oh. Yeah, that'll probably mess up everything. If I mess with that too much. Forward, back, left, jump, interact. Oh, I need to be pressing E? Oh, additional, that's good. Crouch, auto walk. Huh, okay. Well, I thought there was an achievement for that, but maybe there isn't. That's new. But this is the name of the player that is playing the game? There's no way, right? There's no way. Epilogue?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later. For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, What do players really want?
Too big.
And
too
of
small.
course,
Just
the
right.
first and most obvious answer is
Buttons!
that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
All right.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing
I really
the
want to
game.
know if
Isn't that
it'll say
wonderful?
my real name or not.
Jim.
Sorry,
Oh,
I should have
shit, it said
clarified.
my real
Right
name.
now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay,
that's
here we
my
go.
real name.
Let's
My
take
real
a
name is
deep
Jim.
breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
That is my name. It's Jim.
I want you to imagine...
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Jim.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No.
Jim.
Jim, no. I'm so sad. Oh, sorry, big yawn. It's now 12:30. Well, in the morning.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable
You
too.
heard Jim,
They
the game.
would appreciate what I've
That says
created here.
Jim instead of your name. Anyways, let's go to the exit. Since we've gone to all the other exhibits. Yeah, we went there. Those look like ink blots almost, you know what I mean?
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Uh-huh.
Ready to move on now?
Yep, I got my bucket. I'm very happy about it. I love my bucket. New mug. No screenshots.
So,
Whoa!
Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new
I
features?
do, especially
yes,
the
I know
gem
it's
button.
not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
All right.
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Alright.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm
Here
ready.
it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh my god, I get jumps again? How do I get down
I mean, there's potential
Hey.
here, right? It's
Wait.
sort of... Okay, never mind.
there? I don't want to go down.
Hold on. Let me do a different
No,
arrangement.
I don't care about it. I want to go
Okay,
down there.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait.
Yes.
Maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Wow,
Tastefully,
that's
of
how we
course.
made the Ultra
With
Deluxe.
respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
Alright.
All right, perfect.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Take a look.
I kind of like the original better. Gags deep. Come on, you should know. It's me. It's me we're talking about.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, are we starting over again?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
balloons.
number
The
427.
balloons.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his
Well, I
desk.
tried to. Oh, here. Now I'm clicking to skip. Now there's the dumb balloons that I didn't like.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yes! My bucket! Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I have my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm so happy.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
My favorite bucket.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Can I go into the toilet room now with the bucket? Will you say anything new about the... Oh, there's collectibles now!
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure
There's probably
of a
one in the
job
broom
well
closet.
done. You
I didn't
can't buy
realize
that
that
sort of
this was
happiness,
keeping-
Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I am savoring it. I was hoping for something else, but no. Can't go back, sadly. But now I will be looking for the figurine.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
By sheer luck
Was
this
it
time.
the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yes, definitely. The most logical explanation is that. Ooh!
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Stanlerine. Yeah, that's definitely the best name. Any Stanlerines back here? No? There we go. I wonder what will happen if we take the bucket to our special room.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
So
The
glad I
bucket
have
is
my
here
bucket.
for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I'm so glad I have this bucket. I don't know what I would do without my bucket. I think I'd just
Stanley and the
die.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that
Nope.
read Mind Control. Although
bucket's
this
telling me to
passageway
go
had
this
the
way.
word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I love how now we're including the bucket.
The
in
door
everything.
behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Huh? Oh, excuse me, sorry, I'm dying, I'm tired. Whee! Bucket! No, you've led me wrong! Bucket, why? I just wanted to see how this would change.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell. Lady
Farewell,
narrator?
Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the
Bucket!
bucket were led
It's
helplessly
you
into
the
the
whole
enormous
time!
metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
Only the bucket? What about me? I wasn't crushed to death, apparently.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
Oh,
It's true
this
that all
is new.
buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
Welcomes you to the grand exhibit. The human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void. Through the use of the exhibit in front of you, your mind becomes enriched. You change the lives of yourselves, your loved ones, as a result of this exhibit, or you turn a blind eye and continue to live in ignorance. So yeah, I don't care. Wait, where'd my bucket go? My bucket's gone.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the
Ketonic shock
bucket
from
is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short
Euphoria,
life?
This many being exposed to this many buckets. Bucket with two handles. Oh, bucket! Inferno bucket. Cave drawing with a bucket. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Big
No
yawning.
man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Oh, is this us
It is
like
man who
having a
should kneel
flashback
before the
through
bucket.
our life? A hanging bucket. Jump into the oh.
But there is something we can do.
There
something we
is?
can do together, you and I, that will
Really?
right this terrible wrong.
What is it?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh my gosh, it's so freaking funny. That was really funny. It's really funny. I don't want to stop playing. I'm having too much fun.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Wait.
What could it mean?
Where's my bucket?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
there's my
missed a
bucket.
memo.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
It's my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
All right, now I want to see if there's a figure in the broom closet. Trust the completionist instinct. There will be a reward for finding them all. Mission stats. Ah. In a large room, lots of boxes, stairs, something to do with the stairs. Some were both red and blue. Okay. Warehouse access plan. Produce one plank to allow ease. Construct bridge. Retrieve Chris's remains from the warehouse floor. Construct a new bridge. Figures of hard to find. Red room. Okay, so I guess there isn't one. What if we take the bucket into
Oh,
the closet?
Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
I
It's as
can!
clear as day. This broom closet believes it
How
deserves the
dare
bucket.
you, broom closet?
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
Candy, you never wanted
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined.
This will be probably the last.
And wait,
go
now the broom
playthrough
closet
I
has the
play.
gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
Bucket.
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient?
Bucket, how could
that
you say
your
that?
life is so banal and
Bucket.
meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even
My
partially
fiancé thinks so
enticing
too.
manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
Fuck you,
Expand
broom
on the
closet.
wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared
Bucket
together.
and I,
Go through each of them point by point.
we're just the
Share
best
your
of
journal
friends.
entries detailing the rich emotional landscape
We've
of
been
your
through a
feelings
lot.
for the bucket
We've
as
been
they have
crushed
changed
together.
and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
We've done so much together. Me and Bucket have. Bucket does not belong with you. Bucket belongs with me.
Okay,
Anyways.
coming to a staircase.
Oh.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
No, we're going
office.
downstairs because there's a
Okay, I'm
figure.
going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness
The bucket
that you
does have
get
a
from
huge
seeing
hole,
a small number
but
in the corner of your
Is
screen
it
go up by
really a
one?
hole
Let
if
me
it
sit
doesn't
on it.
go
I'm
through
sure it
all
will
the
come to me.
way? Yes, it. What if it's a hole and if it does go through all the way? Like if there were 2 holes in this bucket, so it'd be one big hole.
But Stanley
that
just
mean?
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of
great.
facing his boss,
We're gonna be
admitting
through
he
here
had
again.
left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had
That's
he
not
taken
good.
that risk? All
I
because
should've
he
gone back
believed everyone
upstairs.
had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to
Yeah,
Stanley.
maybe there are pockets.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
What's the difference
He
between a
looked
hole
down
and a
at the
pocket?
bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
Oh, we're talking
The
to
bucket
now.
returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Bucket.
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom
Bucket.
for me in difficult
You
times
need to speak
such
to
as
me,
these.
Bucket.
He
Speak to
held
me.
the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and
Bucket.
comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket.
I love how they.
It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
Where's
this
my
is all
bucket?
terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from
My
this.
bucket!
Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding
No!
presence of his bucket.
My bucket.
And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating,
bucket!
which was, of course, very odd.
Bucket.
Now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Bucket.
Oh, gracious.
Oh,
he
gracious.
exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly
I've gone mad.
Where is it? I must find it.
Bucket.
Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his.
But-
None of them were his special
Wait,
bucket.
where are you seeing
Come
these
to
buckets
me,
at?
Stanley.
Oh, I see
Find
them.
me.
Buckets.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was
My
the only
bucket!
way to truly restore his sanity.
No!
And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming
did?
from. The real bucket was inside of him all
Inside!
along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
The bucket is yipping me.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Okay. One more round.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by
That's
the body of a
my
man who had
bucket.
stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was.
Yes.
This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything.
Of course.
Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. And she
And
backflipped
not
all the way to work.
the bucket. That's funny. Cracking up. So I bet if I don't take the bucket,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
if I don't take the bucket, then it'd be the original stuff that's
When
going
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
on. Let's
left.
see. Will I still have the collectibles to worry about? Yes, I do still have the collectibles to worry about, even if I don't take the bucket. Bye. See you later. I'm almost done.
Coming to a
get
staircase,
the
Stanley
one
walked
ending
upstairs
that
to his
I
boss's
fucked up
office.
last time. Or at least try it once.
Okay, I think we all know the drill
Oh,
by
thank you.
now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway.
Thank you.
Kill surprise.
Thanks, narrator. I didn't want to sit through that anyways. Great. Alright, so now our goal is to hopefully
Stanley
figure out
walked
how
straight
to,
ahead through the large
how
door
to do
that
the
read
control.
Mind Control Facility.
But we'll see. We're only going to try it once, and if we don't get it, I'm going to bed.
The lights rose on an
Tired.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, we already know. Oof, sorry, big yawn. It's late.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
Yes.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
number are
That
we
his
again?
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
327? 427? 427. Or 427.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Yawning.
Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't
yawning.
it?
Much yawning.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machine... Oh, Stanley.
Alright, let's try it again.
You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a
You have
little more
3
fun, isn't it,
attempts
Stanley?
remaining.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to
Enable
your
backup
heart's
power to
desires.
activate.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Oh.
More time to talk about you, about me,
where we're going, what all this
Charge?
means. I barely know where to start.
Oh, okay. Go click the button number 5. All right.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're
Let's try that.
obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance
Maybe
of the
that didn't
story.
work.
Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into
5.
the ground,
This is 5.
swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a
Active
crisp.
button hint.
I have to say
3,
this, though. This
2.
version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything
2.
and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it
What?
go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what?
I don't
To
really
hell
get
with
it.
it.
I don't-
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock.
One
Why
attempt
not?
remaining.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer
Oh.
that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this
Wait,
room.
but
These
now I
numbered
can't-
buttons.
now-
No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door.
Now-
Everything,
now-
anything.
now I don't
Something
know
here
which it
will
is.
save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Oh.
Won, sold?
Well, I guess
Do
after
you
a certain
have
amount of time,
any
you
idea
can't
what your
actually
purpose in
finish
this
it.
place is?
There's
But
obviously
you really believe there's an answer?
a way,
How many times will you
to
replay
finish
this
it,
bit, looking desperately for a solution?
but
10,
I'm not sure what it
100,
is.
1,000? I look forward to finding out and to watching the bomb go
Oh.
off each time
Do
you
we need to
fail.
turn this on next time?
Just you and me and the retching explosion of fire and metal over and over and over for
fail-safe
all of
thing?
eternity. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again. And Stanley died again.
Yeah.
Take a look at the
Maybe
clock,
that's
Stanley.
it.
That's
what it
30
is.
seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
Yeah,
No ending here. Just you being
It was
blown
already
to
too
pieces.
late. I already
Will
put
you
in
cling
too many of the
desperately to your
wrong
frail
codes
life,
or whatever.
Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a
Think about
part
another
of the
choice.
joke. And believe
Yeah,
me, I
there's
will
obviously
be
a
laughing at
code
every
here
second
with
of
the
your inevitable
colors.
life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say
code with the
happily ever
numbers.
after.
But I don't know what it is yet, so I'll probably keep messing around with it, or maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Who knows what I'll do tomorrow? Who knows what I'll feel like doing tomorrow? I might even not even play this game again. What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
This-
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This room is completely different. What? Why is this room completely different? Whatever, we're done is what I should be saying. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.